Hi everyone, and welcome back to the next instalment of the Bletchley Park series. Here I'm standing just outside the National Radio Centre. We can take a look at some of the telecommunications of the day. Let's go in and have a wander. Let's take a look. Let's have a wander through, see what we can see. Wow.
Yeah, well, she will be, not be the oldest.
Amateur radio voluntary interceptors. There we are.
Is it a C or a Y? I'm not sure. From the off.
Let's have a wander through. Sorry, excuse me. Wow. All sorts of communication systems of the time. Look at that. I mean, obviously the old valves that are positively antique. But it worked. This is how they communicated. A bit different to your iPhones. But it all started here. Wow. Wow. The old valves. Absolutely incredible. Radio spectrums, low frequency, medium frequency, very high frequency, that should be HF. Absolutely incredible. There's so much information here. I can highly recommend a visit because there's so much to learn. Not just about, you know, then, but today's technology, antenna directivity, modulation. Obviously there's plenty of you out there that will understand a lot of this. Bandwidth, oscillators, resonance. How does radio work? And there we are. Let's just continue wandering through. There's so much here. Resonance, oscillators, bandwidth, modulation, and antennae, or antenna. Wow, let's have a wander through. What is the future of radio? Software-defined radio. Software-defined radio uses computer techniques to replace many parts of the traditional receiver. Interesting. You can have a read of that one. The future of radio technology. So, you know, from the past to the future. Radio engineers are making extraordinary advances in radio technology that will alter the way in which we interact with our world. Wow. Medicine, broadcasting, finance, smart radio, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Communications across the planet. Let's have a wander through. Hello there. Wow. Radio station. Look at this. Wow. What happens here? So much information. Okay. Absolutely incredible. Let's continue. Well, I'd certainly like to find some of the hardware, the Bomber and the Colossus machine. But just behind me here we've got some of the blocks that some of the technicians were working in. Let's take a look, I'll show you. A Block B, purpose-built offices for code breakers. There we are, you can read that there. And there's a young 22-year-old student. Very interesting. There's the intelligence factory just across there. Although it covers quite a large area, it's pretty clearly signed. So I'm looking for the code breaking hut, 1111A, which is up this way to the right of the mansion, I think she said. There's quite a lot of guided tours here as well, so all the information is readily available. Let's see if we can find hut 1111A. So in this clip, I'm outside hut number 3, which is one of the most secretive huts in Bletchley Park. So I'll walk you through and you can see why. Let's wander through, let's take a look. Still very original, I can smell fresh paint. They've had a lick of paint go round. Oh. So, hut 3. You're now standing in one of the most secret areas of Bletchley Park, where deciphered messages were translated and analysed early on in the war. The resulting intelligence was sent to MI6. Let's have a wander through. Have a quick peek in each room off the corridor. Wow. Just look at this. Wow, very original. Be careful what you say over the phone. You may give away valuable information. Be on your guard. ashtray there.
And they brought over a machine that can read the messages.
Let's have a wander through. What's in this room here off the corridor? If you can use of our munitions, keep it dark. Ships or planes on troops' positions, keep it dark. Lives are lost through conversation. Wow. A lovely old phone, probably a Bakelite phone. Let's continue along the corridor. Last room. So this was certainly the most secret area where the codes were deciphered. We'd sit in this like a boardroom, taking notes. Wow. In Germany, someone is doing the same job as you. Beat them. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. There we go. Well, this is the one I particularly wanted to find, some hardware, the bomber machines. Let me show you a little bit of information here. Huts 11, 11A and 11B, the bombers. The brick buildings and foundations to your right were built to house bombers. These machines sped up the code breaking process by testing different cipher settings far faster than the human could. There you go, and that is just up here. So let's get in and take a look. We're in the building that houses the bomber machine, or a model of the bomber machine, breaking Enigma. You can read that information there. Enigma machine parts, Enigma message parts. It's obviously a copy of the German Enigma machine. Look at the cardboard rods. Polish bomber. Turing invents the bomb. Let's have a walk around, because there is a model of the bomber machine round here.
For our military leaders during World War II, a whole area is a strategy from instruction. A soldier a naval ship is a doctor.
So just round here is a working model. We'll have a wander around, have a look. As I say, there's an awful lot of information here. Wow. Let's have a little look at a working model. Thank you. There we go. There it is in all its glory. This is Hut 11. I think this is the workings of the bomber machine. Let's take a look. Let's have a walk through. Let's take a look. Wow, I don't think this hut has been restored. As you can see, it looks old, it smells old and damp. probably how it would have been from 39 to 42. It would have been old and damp and, you know, not proper heating. But this is how it would have been. This is very original in here, this little building. They put these stands up here. And this is just the workings, tweezers and brushes, the workings of the bomber machine. Clicking away as rows of drums devolve and stop. Operating the bombs. Welcome to Hut 11. In 1941 it would have been hot, noisy and smelly. It's pretty smelly in here at the moment, pretty damp, smelly, because this building hasn't been refurbed.
And the Wrens were walking from Hollywood in that picture.
Plugging up the bomb.
The Americans are here today. Has anyone seen them? They probably want to see the machines and to see what we, the Wrens, are doing. We must show them what we're capable of.
Americans, eh? I'd like to show them what I'm capable of. I've never met an American, but I've heard they're very handsome. 2 of my friends are getting married when their lads are on leave. They're the same size, so they're going to wear the same dress. Saving on clothing coupons. Then it's goodbye hubby and see you in a year, with any luck. Oh.
So the next and the penultimate building I'm going to visit is the teleprinter building, where a lot of information and intelligence was gathered and disseminated. So let's go in and take a look. Let's go in and take a little look, see what we can see. Straight away, look, D-Day. Interception intelligence invasion. As dawn broke on D-Day, 6th of June 1944. Allied troops waited off the coast of Normandy. The largest amphibious invasion in history was about to begin. Where we are. Intelligence from Bletchley Park played a crucial part in the operation's planning and execution. Let's continue on. BT and Bletchley Park, a shared heritage. I'll show you the information. So the teleprinter building was Bletchley Park's main communications center, built in 1941. Wow. Code-breaking machines. The faster the code breakers could break enemy messages, the more intelligence they could generate. Mechanisation greatly sped up the breaking process. Dragon 1 code-breaking machine in the test rig. Well. Agents in France, intelligence operations carried out by the French resistance and Allied intelligence agents, including SIS, SOE, Special Operations Executive, and the American OSS, provided highly accurate information, including eyewitness details. Aerial reconnaissance. Wow. Signals intelligence. Prisoners of war. Captured enemy personnel revealed a range of strategic and tactical information, including where and when the Germans expected an invasion and the defensive preparations. Wow. Amazing stuff. This is the last building I'd like to take a look in, the intelligence factory. The war really was raging at this point, and it was all guns blazing. So let's get in and let's see what they were doing. Let's go in and take a look. So coming into this area, this building was built, I think, 1941 to accommodate the growing workforce at Bletchley Park. The intelligence factory. Late 1942, Bletchley Park staff of over 2,500 no longer fits in the mansion huts. It was really heating up. Who was going to win the war? They didn't know at this point. It's unclear who will win. intercepted enemy communications are flooding into Bletchley Park. Amazing amounts of intelligence. More people are needed, space is running out. It must expand to become an intelligence factory. Let's wander through. So many rooms off of corridors. So much history. Wow. Oh wow, look, we've got the uniforms here. Look at that. All sorts of uniforms you can dress up. A whole wall of letters. Let's have a quick peek at one. Wow.
Anonymous contact towards a GC or the college ward, a single point of contact. Well, on that fascinating note, I think I shall end my Bletchley Park series here. I thoroughly enjoyed filming the vast amount of buildings and huts, reading the information, studying the history, and the incredible work that the people did right here during World War II. It's been absolutely incredible, it really has. I'd highly recommend a visit here. There's so much to see. I've probably been here 3 hours now. maybe a little bit more. There's so much to see, so much to do. There's plenty of eateries, picnic areas. It's a lovely area to walk around. It's very peaceful, very green, lake and a fountain. It really is pleasant, but there's so much to see, so much to learn. I hope that you found the travel video useful. If you're intending perhaps visiting from London, you travel simply from Euston, it's about 35 minutes. So you've seen the travel video, you've had a good look around. We've all had a good look around Bletchley Park. It really is lovely. I would highly recommend a trip here. Not the cheapest trip to come to. I think I had a concession at about £23. Probably there's a discount for families, but I'd highly recommend a visit here. It's, you know, what happened here was groundbreaking and basically gave us what we've got now. Computers, the phones and cameras, we take it all for granted, but it all started here and the work continues. GCHQ, the intelligence agencies, etc., that keep us all safe. And Bletchley Park kept us safe. That's why we're here today, let's be honest. So yeah, thanks again. I thoroughly enjoyed making the series, only a mini series. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you enjoy watching my videos, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I upload new videos. This pushes the video out to other people who might be interested in visiting Bletchley Park and also helps my channel grow. Many thanks everybody. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.